Hello everyone, welcome to TTV News with some latest event in TayNinhTV province, and here are our story today. Ladies and gentlemen, recently, Hoa Thanh Town People Committee have a conference with town board, ranchers and commune and works on implementing socio-economic development tasks in 2022.
To implement the socio-economic development plan in 2022, the Town People's Committee has set a number of key tasks, such as the total production value at 2010 constant prices will increase by 6.5%, striving to collect over 257 billion Vietnam dong from the state budget. At the conference, the delegates focused on discussing, analyzing, and evaluating the results and difficulties in 2021, the causes of shortcomings and limitations. From there, propose solutions to complete the socio-economic development plan in 2022. Speaking at the conclusion of the conference, Chairman of Hoa Thanh Town People's Committee Chu Văn Hoàng suggested that the town departments, branches, and communes and wards continue to implement the goals of both prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, recovering the socio-economic development, promote economic restructuring, speeding up the implementation of the works and projects in the locality, restructuring the agricultural sector, transforming the structure of crops and livestock towards intensive farming, applying high technology, organizing production linkages along with the value chain, promoting the application of information and technology in management and administration procedures, building e-government, transparency in handling administrative procedures also. On January the 8th of 2022, Tân Biên District held the groundbreaking ceremony of the embankment project of Cành Đăng Stream following through the center of Tân Biên Town to stop the landslide. Attending the groundbreaking ceremony, there were Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, leaders of provincial departments and leaders of Tân Biên District. With the investment objective to complete the infrastructure of Cành Đăng Stream and help to prevent the stream bank erosion, regulating the water for production development, urban embellishment in Tân Biên Town area, scale of embankment construction investment with a total length of about 1,780 meters, with auxiliary items such as pavement, green landscape, internal roads, controlling lake, power supply, water supply, and drainage system. The total land use area with more than 122,600 square meters. The investment period from 2021 to 2023, with a construction investment of about 234 billion Vietnam dong.
With a goal of always taking people and businesses as the subject and center to serve, the social insurance industry continued to focus on administrative reform in 2022 to improve the quality of service to people, employees, and interact, participating in insurance policies.
Striving for the year, the industry will continue to cut and simplify at least 20% of the prescribed procedures, complete the renovation and implementation of the one-stop shop and the one-stop shop mechanisms in handling procedures in the direction of improving service quality regardless of administrative boundaries. In addition, the social insurance industry has increased the application of information and technology to reduce travel time for participants, reduce costs, and strive for 100 procedures and the authorities of the industry to be received and resolved regardless of into the administrative boundaries toward 100% of digitization in the process of administrative procedures, ensuring that at least 90% of the people and business evaluate they are satisfied with the settlement of administrative procedures. According to a survey conducted by the State Bank of Vietnam, about 95% of the credit institutions also expect their pre-tax profits to grow positively in 2022, while 3% expect it to be unchanged and 2% are worried about the decreasing profits. This expectation based on significant improvement of the profits recovered in the fourth quarter of 2021, and thus raising expectation for an improvement over the entire year. According to credit institutions, the most important factors to help improve the business situation for credit institutions are the credit policy, interest rates, and the exchange rates of the state bank. Meanwhile, demand factors hindering growth include low demand, business conditions, and financial conditions of clients, which are expected to improve in 2022. The survey result shows that most credit institutions believe that the bad debt of the entire system will rise slightly in the fourth quarter of 2021, but is expected to reduce slightly in the first quarter of 2022. Credit growth of the banking system is forecast to increase by 5.3% in the first quarter of 2022 and 14% over the whole year, slightly revised lower than the forecast of 14.3% in the previous survey. The interest rates are also predicted to remain stable in the first quarter of 2022 and may increase slightly by the end of 2022. According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the OCOP program is considered an effective rural economic development solution, creating a new driving force in the new rural construction also. The program has aroused the potential and strengths of localities in specialty products, rural industry associated with advantages in production conditions, raw materials areas, and traditional culture to increase the product values of OCOP. Up to now, the whole country has more than 4,700 OCOP products recognized with 3-star level or more. OCOP products achieved to 3-star accounting for 62%, 4-star level products accounting for 36%, and potential of 5-star products level accounted for 2%. After being recognized, the OCOP products have added value, helping subjects increase production scale and revenue. Among them, 60.7% of OCOP subjects with 3 or more stars have an average increase in the revenue of about 17.6% per year, and the average price of products after being officially recognized at OCOP increased by an average of about 12.2%. At the same time, a number of large business and supermarket groups have ordered and prioritized OCOP products to put into the distribution system, which is constantly being consumed stably.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's only about 1 month until the Lunar New Year's of Tiger in 2022. This is also the time when the cakes, candies, and jam markets of Tết has begun to hit off at the supermarkets and retail store and traditional market.
However, this year before the pandemic situation was still complicated in the province, with the markets were relatively quiet with a slow consumption compared to every year. At some stores at Long Hoa Trade Center, many kinds of cakes, candies, and jams were displayed eye-catching to attract customers. However, the number of visitors to the market is quite deserted. The purchasing power is low while the supply of goods is not enough. The import prices are high, causing many small traders to be worried. This year, the goods improved were not as good as last year because it was very difficult to leave the country. Goods are very difficult to import. The market is very empty. Every year, I reserve a warehouse there, but this year I don't dare to reserve anymore, and failure to reserve is also a failure because when selling and importing, the prices has increased. The selling price of bakery products and jam recorded a slight increase compared to every year, increasing by about 10,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram for Vietnamese goods and ranging from 20,000 to 30,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram for imported goods. In particular, this year, small traders also limited the import of foreign products and jams, but keep still selling domestic products to match the customer spending during the pandemic situation. From mid of 2021, Saigon Co-op has planned to coordinate with production units and suppliers to increase the volumes of goods by 2 to 3 times and with a total value of nearly 6,000 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of about approximately 20% over the same period to ensure the goods source for the customer at the end of the year. But up to now, the purchasing power of the customer has decreased slightly compared to every year, but its situation has been improved around the last 15 days of the lunar year. In addition, the impact of the pandemic has made the consumers tighten their spending and expenditure and gradually tend to stop thriftifully. And therefore, the Co-op system is also committed to keeping prices stable and increasing promotion during the Tết holiday. Saigon Co-op and Co-op try to maintain and reduce prices in the year-end phase. Concurrently, at the end of the year, Saigon Co-op has organized discounts of more than thousands of items, especially in the last 10 days of the year. Co-op also displays discounted essential items to share advantages during the recent pandemic affection. And this year, this retailer also launched the product gift basket with diverse designs, rich assortment, and prices from a new hundreds of thousands dong to several millions Vietnam dong, focusing on traditional mottos such as cake, candy, jam, tea, wine, nut, coffees, which is suitable for the customer needs and mainly Vietnamese goods.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us. And see you next time.